Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Sir.
Sorry. Urmi Sinha, if you are from Bengal or if you are from, you are outsider.
So I was born and brought up in Bengal.
And your father?
So my father was born in Bihar.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about it. You are staying AJC Botanical Garden or something.
Yes, sir.
So when was the Botanical Garden established?
So when was it established? So in the 1830s. I'm not aware of the particular year.
1772, I believe it was started there. So you must be, because that relates to you very well. If you don't know about your things, you must botanical garden. How many species are there? How many?
Yes.
You must study this. You have done political science.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do political science? Because I have seen a lot of girls, they are going more about law than this political science. Because political science, they feel it is quite stale subject. But why did you choose it?
During my class 11 and 12, I took up humanities, and then I developed interest for political science. And so I do not feel it is stale. I found it quite interesting because the political system that we live in today has been influenced by thoughts of generations that have come before us, and even in ancient Greece. So I found it quite interesting.
Yeah. Politics is what? What is politics about?
So politics has been variously defined, but I feel politics is mainly about the authoritative allocation of resources, as was said by David Easton. And it decides who gets what, when, and how. So.
No, but politics, they say that politics is that oldest thing,
Yes, sir.
Where the society was born, after the society was born, politics has come into. And then this whole thing had happened about this one, but then they grouped together to decide that something good should be done by for the community.
Yes.
Now, for that community, you have to choose one leader who can be. So from there only, when a leader is chosen, then it become more of a dictator. But then this is a story in all. There are no single exception about it. Like Hemingway, what did he say?
So
George Hemingway, he said there are someone are more equal than others.
Yes.
That story goes about it. ठीक है, if you got into political science, but what made you to choose this? Apart from, as you said, it is insane and all that, but personally.
So one of the factors was also that it had a huge overlap with the Civil Services Examination syllabus, and I had decided during my school days that I would appear for this exam. So that was one consideration, apart from the fact that I found the syllabus quite interesting.
No, but you're right about it. Generally, I have seen a lot of engineers. They take as option political science, anthropology, as political. A lot of science. this graduates, and they get into easily. Then the one. Generally, I have seen this. They have actually advantage of in the this one, the statistics that they can do well anyway. So if you are a political science student, then a simple question comes to the mind. If you being from Bengal, that whenever elections are held here in Bengal, they are not free of violence. But in other states or other one, they are almost free of violence. What is your take into it?
So political violence, post-poll as well as pre-poll violence is a major concern in Bengal. So there have been many studies that have been conducted by eminent scholars such as Partha Chatterjee. I found it quite satisfactory that the party in Bengal is plays a very important role in the day-to-day activities of the society, because and mostly in the panchayat areas, because a lot of resources have been allocated to the panchayats, and due to the lack of development and economic growth in Bengal as compared to some other states, they are
That is happening everywhere. That is happening in Punjab, that is happening in Haryana, that is happening in Maharashtra. It is a system which is happening everywhere. But only here the violence takes place.
so it also has some historical reasons, because it started from the time of the left rule, when it resorted to a politics of retribution towards the Congress, and in Bengal the cadres change color. So the cadres of one party which have been trained in the culture of political violence, that gets transmitted to another party as well.
So that means if you have got one reason, you say that the Karan is all the hooligans, whoever comes to power, they side with that.
Yes.
Now, as a civil servant, suppose you are the Home Secretary or the Chief Secretary of West Bengal. You have been tasked, okay, Urmi, you have been, because you are from Bengal, you have been tasked to conduct election free of violence. How will you do it? You will say, नहीं sir, नहीं कर सकते हैं कि यहाँ तो. Then
So first is that the people who are involved in political violence, they should be brought to book and there should be speedy justice, so that there is a strong deterrence effect that is created. So second is that for curbing black money, like the ECI has flying squads, we can also use this for curbing violence, where a group of officials are placed around polling booths and other places, so that they can contain violence whenever it erupts.
Miss, a lot of things had happened in 2016. Also, elections were held. All the polling booths were manned by Central Paramilitary Forces, but the violence did not stop. The violence is done by few people, and if the law enforcement agency is not able to curb it out, that means it is their failure. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू मस्ट, जैसे करते हैं ना हम लोग, दागी को पकड़ लो, पकड़ने के बाद को फोड़ो मत, लेकिन नहीं होता यहाँ पे. यह द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन controls the line of the political. Simple thing you should say that the political will is not there to contain. If that is there, it should be done.
Yes.
There, what is the role of Subhash and Bose to this India's independence?
So Subhash Bose is most famously known for the setting up of the Azad Hind government and taking over the leadership of the Indian National Army, which was initially set up by Mohan Singh, but he was the one who took it to unprecedented.
But Azad Hind is set up in Burma.
Yes, sir.
Not here in
No,
India.
sir. So from there, he took the prisoners of war from Malaya and Indochina region, and then along with the Japanese forces, he did come to India in the northeast region, and he also hoisted the INA flag in Manipur. So the INA trials had repercussions, and it sent shockwaves throughout the country, and it was one of the major reasons why the British expedited the process of withdrawal from India?
Captain Sehgal, have you heard of?
Yes, sir.
Who is she? Who was she rather?
So, Lakshmi Sehgal.
Mm.
Yes, sir. So, she was one of the ministers in the Azad Hind government. So she was the commander of the Rani Jhansi regiment. Yes, sir.
Sorry. Subhash Chandra Bose was the first mayor of Calcutta. They say so. The Indian, I'm not talking British mayor. So is it true?
So I'm not aware in which context.
No. Political system, you have sorry, I'm not well. Tell me about this one. In political system or political analysis, does police figure into anywhere? कहाँ पे figure होता है? When you studying political science, does police department or policing figure into the subject or course?
So not the police department specifically, but in all theories, one of the major roles of the government is to maintain law and order. So the police acts as an agency of the.
All right. This said though, you tell me, there is a police act, Indian Police Act. Then in all the states, there is a state police act. And every state has got one single act, state police act. But in here, in West Bengal, there are two police acts. Do you know about it?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
There are two police acts. One is West Bengal Police Act, and second is Kolkata Police Act. Two acts are there. When you go into it, then the Calcutta Police Act, it came into being because all the Britishers were staying in Calcutta. So they wanted to have a stringent police act for their safety. So they made it. Rest of Bengal West Bengal police. But in political science, it must be included somewhere. I'm sure about it. So this is always there. So studying political science doesn't mean that you have to Socrates and other you have to the nitty-gritty where it affects the common man also. During your studies in St. Xavier, you have studied.
Yes,
no?
sir.
Have they discussed about the parties, political parties?
Yes, sir.
That they have discussed.
Yes.
Regarding Bengal, they must have discussed about Communist Party of India.
So it was mostly at an all India level.
Huh?
All India political parties. We focus on the different party phases that India has had.
No. That India has, but coming specific to our state.
So there was not anything specific in the curriculum.
All right. Then your father is what? He's a businessman or
He's a pediatrician.
He's a doctor?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't choose because I have seen the doctor work upon their children to be doctor only.
So in my family, there was always the freedom that whatever you're more inclined to, you should work towards that.
Really?
And
whatever you are inclined to, first of all, you have to learn, you have to get educated. Then you will come to know what. When the culture in your house, family is that doctor.
so just my father is doctor.
Achha.
Nobody else in the family is a doctor.
Miss, like pediatrician, so generally his duty hours are not stringent. Others are very stringent, so they are the people feel emergency में जाना पड़ता है, करना पड़ता है. But in your case, in father case, it's simple because practice. What are your hobbies?
So I practice Hatha Yoga. I also like playing chess. And sir, I like watching cricket.
Chess. Have you heard of this defense, Sicilian defense?
So I've heard about, but I'm not very well versed with them.
Okay. Then what do you mean? How, if you do not have the interest in the game, how do you play the game?
I'm aware of the basic rules.
Acha, basic.
And so I played with my brother. I have not competed at some tournament,
Acha.
but I regularly play with my brother.
You just it is a
It is a hobby.
hobby.
Yes, sir.
So anything where you wanted to excel in any of the sport or any in that.
Yes. So I have been a karateka and I've got a silver medal in the interstate karate championship.
कहाँ से हुआ? कहाँ हुआ था?
So this was held in Patna, Bihar.
Where?
Patna.
Patna. After that, you didn't practice again.
So I practiced till my class 12. Then I had a break due to my board examinations, and after that, so the COVID-19 pandemic happened.
So, lot of generally they are saying here in other, there has been a talk about it. The females are not secure or safe generally in the night. So then they come up with this that they should be taught self-defense. So is it correct to miss? If you are doing a self-defense course, do you get the confidence out of it?
So definitely, self-defense not only leads to physical strength but also mental strength, gives you confidence that when we are in certain pressure situations or duress situations, we will be able to react. But so having said that, it cannot be a pill for all the security concerns that women are facing, because at the end of the day, if a more powerful person attacks us or there's a gang of people, it becomes difficult. But it definitely gives us the confidence and the mental strength to react.
Gang of people can attack anywhere, anytime. There are situations where the gang can, like in riots, like something. So these are the, extra situational challenges. But in normal time, that suffice.
If there's one-to-one combat, it should suffice.
There was a lot of talk about female safety in Calcutta after this RG Code incident had happened. Do you know about it? What is the incident? RG Code?
So it is about the Abhaya rape and murder case of a medical intern who was working at the local medical college and hospital. So should I go ahead?
But why did it generate such a frenzy among the youngsters? Not me, youngsters, all the people. The frenzy about that in the night time they came across. Why? If you being political science student, you must be able to tell.
Yes. So one was, it got a lot of media attention, and rightly so. And so the youth leveraged the social media platforms to organize people from different parts of the city and as well as the country and even abroad. It created a lot of frenzy also because it happened in a workplace and happened with the doctor while she was serving other patients. So it also had a certain amount of emotional connect with the people.
Basically, people got related to her.
Yes.
If you say that they got social media and all that, so there are a lot of marketing these agencies. This could help. There are other marketing agencies that will product their products. So no, it was a thing that people could emotionally relate themselves with this. Then recently, I believe that the judgment has this come out. What was this judgment about it?
So the civic volunteer, who was the primary accused, has been convicted, and he has got life imprisonment as a sentence.
Why this life? The plan was punishment to die, to death punishment.
So
Everybody were talking about it that he should be sent to the gallows.
So the court felt that this did not qualify as the rarest of the rare cases, and it was acting on the guidelines that have been set by the Supreme Court in the Bachchan Singh case. So,
What were the guidelines?
yes, sir. So it set down some aggravating factors as well as mitigating factors that should be taken into concern while deciding whether a case qualifies as a rarest of the rare case. Some of the aggravating factors can be that of depraving brutality of the crime, if the crime had taken place if the murder was of a public servant while he was discharging his duties, and some mitigating concerns which would act as a hindrance of death penalty could be the mental illness of a person, the failure of the person to recognize the gravity of the crime he had committed, and so on.
Don't nothing of that sort here. And then I was not mentally sick. It was brutal in the sense that she was, as the judge himself said, she was raped and murdered there, and she was a serving doctor to didn't qualify for rare case.
So, in the eyes of the court, it did not.
Why?
So, sir, I'm not aware of what exactly went into the heads of the judges, but sir, in terms of brutality, they felt it was not rarest of the rare, and they said that our judgments cannot be based on media trials or public opinion.
See, it's like this. There is always a saying that a reformation of a convict is most important. Nowadays, our prisons are not named as prison; they are named as correctional homes. So the convicts are sent there to get them corrected, to reform them. So here, you can, when somebody asks you the interview board or something, there are two things into it, or three things maybe. One, this investigation by CBI, it was based on circumstantial evidence. There was no direct evidence. Direct evidence, no one could see, or no one could, it was circumstantial. The judge was not sure, but the circumstances were there to hear. Second, he had not committed any crime before. So that says that he can be reformed all the time. He can. And third, he could pick out a lot of anomalies between police action, CBI investigation, all that. So these are the things. So you should, whenever you give an answer for it, be prepared to substantiate with it. Never give half-cocked ones. बताइए आपके लिए.
Okay. Now, you are from Bengal, Howrah,
Yes.
but your mother and father are from Jharkhand and Bihar.
Yes.
But you have given the your option in Maharashtra.
Yes.
Why Maharashtra?
बंगाल में मैं दिया नहीं, जीरो लिखा है बंगाल में. Why?
So I did not want to I address both of you. I did not want to put West Bengal as my first preference. And according to the rules, if you do not put it as your first preference, you become disqualified for the cadre entirely. Because I've spent the entire 21 years of my life here, so I thought I would at least work in some other state of.
No, there are 27 other states.
Yes.
So why Maharashtra?
Yes.
Specifically, why Maharashtra?
Yes. Ma'am, Maharashtra has a vast territory and a vast demography and also a great mix of challenges. It also has urban challenges, agrarian challenges, tribal challenges. So I thought I would be exposed to a diverse set of challenges and work on various fields there.
Okay. What are the major challenges Maharashtra is facing right now?
So, ma'am, in the urban areas, it's facing the issues of climate change, air pollution, and congestion, along with high cost of living. In the agrarian areas, there is the persistent issue of farmer suicides, and in the tribal areas and some belts such as Gadchiroli, left-wing extremism is also a concern.
Okay. So, as a DM, you have been posted in a village where there is severe lack of drinking water. What will be your suggestion to mitigate this problem?
Ma'am, under the Jal Jeevan Mission, the government is expanding the network of household tap connections with regular supply of water. So, ma'am, I would like to expedite that process in that area.
Okay. And have you heard of the recent incidents in that is Elephanta on the way of Elephanta Cape? Some boat has capsized.
Yes, ma'am.
You know. Huh? So, what was the reason that the boat was capsized? Do you know the reason?
So, ma'am, a naval ship, training ship, collided with the boat, which led to the capsizing.
There was another reason. The boat was overloaded, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, what are your suggestion to see? Mumbai is an international city, and many foreign tourists come there. So, what are your suggestions to improve that infrastructure? That is boat tourism to the Elephanta Caves. What are your suggestions?
And first is that the regulations with regards to the number of passengers should be strictly adhered to, and there should be strict penalties if that is not taken into account. Ma'am, there should be proper training of personnel who are manning the boats, because we have seen not just in Maharashtra but also in Vadodara in 2024 that the personnel are not well trained to rescue their passengers in such a situation. And ma'am, there can be a modernization of boats which are more eco-friendly and sustainable.
And you are practicing Hatha Yoga.
Yes, ma'am.
What is Hatha Yoga?
Ma'am, Hatha Yoga, the etymology of the term comes from Ha, which means sun, and Ta, which means moon. So, Hatha Yoga is a practice which tries to balance the feminine and the masculine energies in an individual. It is a holistic yoga practice with primary emphasis on physical postures, that is asanas, breathing practices, pranayam, and also a little bit of meditation.
Okay, and why is it necessary?
Ma'am, first, obviously for physical fitness, it leads to a healthy body, muscles, organs, everything. So, ma'am, it also leads to mental stability and calm. It also increases concentration, and the ultimate aim of yoga is the spiritual unity of man with God or the divine.
What does
man.
the word yoga means?
Ma'am, yoga means union.
Yes, that's why that is Hatha Yoga. And what are the 4 kinds of yoga?
And 4 kinds, I'm not exactly aware of which 4 kinds you're asking.
In all the religions, or especially in Hinduism, there are 4 kinds of yoga.
Yes.
That yoga, where does it come from? Who is the father of yoga?
The Patanjali.
Patanjali.
Yes.
He has told that there are 4 types of yoga, and which has been taken into the Hinduism, in Upanishads, in Gita. What are the 4 types of yoga?
Ma'am, are you referring to Bhakti?
Raj Yoga. So this Hatha Yoga This is a part and parcel of Raj Yoga.
Yes.
Okay. And my last question is, you are from political science. So, in most of the countries, there are two political parties, isn't it? So, what is your suggestion? We will do better if the two political party system is introduced in India.
And the two-party system definitely has some advantages, such as political stability, does not lead to harm legislatures. But man, given the diversity of the country and various ethnic groups, linguistic groups, regional populations, I think it would not be feasible to impose a two-party rule in India. It would be like depriving the citizens of their choices.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Urmi, just yesterday there was a headline from from the point of US. What was that headline?
So it was about the Trump inauguration, and he has taken certain executive orders regarding the deportation of illegal immigrants, the imposition of tariffs on countries such as China, and so he has also talked about renaming the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. So he has pardoned. It was mainly about the executive orders that Trump.
Okay, what is impeachment?
Impeachment is the process of removal of the head of the state of a country, be it the president in the United States or the president in India.
So our impeachment process in the Constitution has been taken from which country?
So I cannot recall.
Okay, what was the issue between India and Canada in recent times?
So this was with respect to the Canadian government's allegations with respect to India's involvement in the assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who
Okay.
was a Khalistani separatist.
What came further of that?
So it later deterioration
What was the
of...
stand of India?
So India has denied these allegations and has said that Canada has not been able to provide any concrete proof in this regard.
Okay. Okay. Do you know Munger Mutt?
Yes, sir.
Where is it located?
So in
Location of
the,
that.
so in the Munger district, it is a school of yoga. A very
Anywhere else? Apart from Munger, anywhere else in Bihar, Jharkhand, Bengal, neighboring states?
So branch of the Munger Math?
Mhm.
No, sir, I'm not aware.
Okay. Who is the MP of Buddha?
So I'm not aware.
Okay. So my next question is that if you look at North Bengal and South Bengal, what are the three differences between North Bengal and South Bengal?
So North Bengal is a primarily forested region, and it on the development indices, it ranks behind South Bengal. South Bengal has also seen more industrialization as compared to North Bengal. So these are
Are you sure? I was three of them.
yes, sir.
Okay. Or which are the industrialized districts of West Bengal where you have more industries? Which are those?
So Kolkata, Howrah,
Mhm.
Haldia because of the Haldia port. So these are the main.
Durgapur, Asansol. I missed
Sorry,
that.
yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. The industrial, of course, yes, ma'am.
And what is the sex ratio of West Bengal?
So I cannot recall, but it is higher than the sex ratio of India.
And
According-
literacy rate?
The literacy rate is 77%.
Okay. Apart from Mamata Banerjee as a Chief Minister of West Bengal, can you name other women Chief Minister of India who have served in various capacities?
In Tamil Nadu, we had Jayalalitha. In Delhi, we had Sheila Dikshit. And in Gujarat, we had Anandiben Patel. In Gujarat, we have, in Rajasthan, we had Vasundhara Raje. In Jammu and Kashmir, we had Ms. Mehbooba Mufti. So these are the ones that I can recall.
Okay. Recent problem with Bangladesh, right? What is that real issue where the Bangladesh started? The Bangladesh problem you have read because you are a student of political science. What are the
Yes.
main issues there?
So the Bangladeshi government under Sheikh Hasina was intending to provide reservations to the children of the army personnel who had fought in the liberation war. This led to students' unrest, which snowballed into something akin to a civil war, ultimately leading to Sheikh Hasina fleeing the country and coming to India.
Presently, what is now situation now, India and Bangladesh?
So there have been bones of contention with regards to India giving asylum to Sheikh Hasina. And there are also concerns with respect to the deterioration of minority rights in the country, especially the Hindu minority. And recently, there has also been some sort of contention with respect to the BSF constructing a barbed wire fence along the India-Bangladesh border.
So if we look at trade relation between India and Bangladesh, can you tell us, the board member, where India and Bangladesh stand in terms of trade relations, bilateral trade relations?
So Bangladesh is our largest trading partner in Asia, and the trade mainly comprises of textiles, and India exports petroleum goods to it, and also food grains and agri commodities. So these are the major commodities of trade.
Okay. Can you name any woman scientist of India?
Ms. Soumya Swaminathan, the WHO chief scientist.
No, she's right now. Any other one from the past?
Sorry, sir, I cannot recall.
Okay. What is the role of gender in climate change?
So, according to various studies, the women are at disproportionately at the receiving end of climate change because of their lack of financial independence, the lack of access to healthcare and nutrition, which gets even more severely impacted in event of extreme weather conditions or drought conditions.
Okay. Done. Sir.
Sir. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thanks.